So you want to start your own digital marketing agency. Now, this may be an unpopular opinion and it might be something that you may not want to hear, but if you want to start a successful digital marketing agency, my recommendation to you is to not do it straight away. Because my strong opinion is that before you even think about starting your own digital marketing agency, that you should go and work for another digital marketing agency for anywhere between 1 to 5 years. And I know this disagrees with the whole high trending YouTube video market telling you how you can start your own agency with no money and no experience. And that is just a big load of rubbish and it's a waste of your time. Now, just before I get into the 3 reasons for why you need to start your digital marketing career working in an agency rather than just trying to go it alone, I do want to let you know that everything I'm talking about here came from an hour-long discussion that I had with Michael Nadalin. Now, Michael is not only a fellow Aussie like me, but he has also built a 7-figure business. And one thing that we have in common is that we both worked in digital agencies for a number of years. And then once we had launched into our own businesses, we both created a 7-figure business in under 2 years. And that's how quickly things can change when you have the right foundation. And after you've gone through and watched what I'm about to share with you, if you want to learn more, if you stick around to the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can go through and watch that full interview with Michael. But right now, let's get straight into it. So the first reason why you should be going and working in an agency first, because it is the best way to learn digital marketing very, very fast. Now, when you start your own agency, there's so many other things that you need to think about outside of digital marketing. And these are things like your systems for invoicing clients, your systems for client reporting, your systems for finding new staff, your systems for onboarding new staff. Then you also need to go through your own tax implications and everything you need to know about setting up a business in your own country. And there's something else I'm forgetting. That's right. You actually also need to have a sales process. Let's face it, if you don't have a very strong process for sales, you're not going to be getting any clients and you're not going to have an agency at all. And here comes the problem. If that you are first not skilled in digital marketing and you're not able to very, very quickly assess a business's needs to then put in a very clear campaign that will actually work. And on top of that, if you don't have the skills to quickly review and then optimize and really know what are the core things you need to focus on in order to improve your clients' results, your business is going to fail very, very quickly. Because trust me, even if you're running a small agency, all of those other things that I spoke about before, they do take up a fair amount of your time. So if you're firstly not highly skilled in digital marketing, you're not going to be able to succeed. And I know some of you will be going, well, that's why you just hire different freelancers who can do different things. But if you don't have the skill set to be able to quickly review what they're doing and know whether they've actually got not only your interests, but your client's best interests at heart, you're going to find very, very quickly that you're going to be losing more clients than you're signing because you're just providing subpar results to your clients. So my recommendation is to not only go and work in an agency, but really make a point to try and work in the different aspects of that agency. Realistically, you should be starting in one of the optimization teams. So whether that be the Google Ads optimization team, the Facebook Ads optimization team, or even in SEO, you'd want to be working across all of those different disciplines. And then as well, you want to be getting involved in the client management process and also in the sales process. And what this is going to allow you to do is that this is going to allow you to see what are the different systems that you like, what are the systems you don't like, and what are the systems that you would improve. And I can't stress how important this knowledge will be because many of you know my story. I've been working in Google Ads since 2010. For the first 5 years, that was very much in Google Ads in running my own business plus freelancing to different clients. Then I went and consulted to 4 different digital agencies and was also carrying out roles like head of search and head of digital. And that time that I was working in digital agencies just taught me so much about the industry that I'd learned previously. And it actually allowed me to, once I left working for those agencies, as I said, I created my own 7-figure business in under 2 years. And I know for a fact that if I hadn't spent that time working in those agencies, I wouldn't be in the position where I am today. And that's the same story that I want to see for you. And that's why I'm strongly recommending for you to go and work in an agency first so that you can see better results in the future. And it really all comes down to you not only learning how to be an expert digital marketer, but also learning about those different systems and seeing what it really takes to build a successful digital agency. So that's the first reason. The second reason is because it allows you to start building a network. And this is something that is really, really important, especially if you manage your relationships right. Because if you're working in an agency, you're not only going to be building relationships relationships with the fellow staff members within that agency. But there's also chances to build up relationships with different businesses that might be co-sharing accounts on. And it's just a really, really great way to start building up your own network within that digital marketing community. And as I said, if you manage these relationships right, they're going to be a powerful tool when you do launch your own digital agency. I know for me, the first big client that I signed directly through my own agency, it was a project that not only needed paid ads, but it also needed website development, it also needed user testing, and it also needed SEO. And because at that stage it was only me working within my new company, I couldn't do it all by myself. So what I did was, once we had won the client, I looked after the paid ads and also the client relationships. Then I engaged some key relationships that I'd built through working at those agencies over the previous 5 years. There was an SEO contact that I had that we had done some consulting work with, and I reached out to him and he was able to take over the SEO part. And then one of the agencies that I used to work with, they specialized in website design and user testing. So I was able to outsource back to them that part of the contract. And there was no way that I would have been able to not only sign, but also manage that large client if I didn't have those existing networks within the industry by being able to outsource parts of that contract to people that I'd already trusted. So that's the second reason for why it is so powerful to start your journey on creating your own digital agency by working in a different digital agency. And then the third and final reason is because it is a safer transition. And what I mean by that is that while you're still working in the digital agency, you can start to build out your own client book. And the benefit of doing it this way is because you're already getting a wage for your current job, you're not going to be signing on clients just because you need money. And one of the biggest reasons I've seen for why new digital marketing agencies close and just are not successful is because they're signing the wrong type of clients. And the reason for that is that they don't have the right management fee in order to cover the hours of work that's required for that contract. But the reason for why that new digital agency has signed on that client, even though there's not any real profit in it, is because they just needed some sort of money coming in. But if you're working for another digital agency, you can actually be more selective and making sure that you're getting the right type of client, which is going to really provide a win-win for both you and the client, in that you're getting a management fee which is aligned to the amount of time that you're spending, and the client is happy to pay that because they're getting good results. Now, this does mean that there will be some overlap, but let's be honest, even if you're starting an agency from scratch, you're not going to be working just general 9 to 5 hours. So there is that overlap that will mean before you start work or after you finish work that you'll have to do your own client work. But as I said, it's going to be a much safer transition because you're then only leaving your full-time employment once you've got enough clients to sustain your income. And you can even do this in a staggered approach. So with your digital agency, you may go from full-time to part-time or full-time to an external contractor once you've got some initial clients through. And although what we spoke about in this video may not be the thing that you want to hear, trust me, it is going to set you up much better for the future when you go through and do it right. Because as I said, not only in my career, but also with Michael, we were both able to build a 7-figure business in under 2 years because we'd spent enough time in an agency really learning our skills in order to be able to grow a sustainable business. Thank you for joining me. My name is Aaron Young from Define Digital Academy. And remember, if you want to go through and watch that full interview with Michael, all you need to do is to go through and follow that link in the description below. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.